Hey there, Nikki Harden, nutrition and detox expert, woo-woo business coach, and the formulator of 21 Cleanse. My question for you today is, how do you take care of yourself in times of crisis or in times of very high stress? Because your ability to take care of yourself during the most heightened times in your life will significantly impact the outcome of the experience that you're going through, as well as your state of being once you've gotten to the other side. So my intention today is to get you inquiring into the tools that you can implement into your life now, so you can start to create habits so that when things go awry, right, when they totally go outside of your comfort zone, you already have some consistent habits in place that can support you during these times of deep inquiry and transformation. So let me help you understand what really got me thinking about this. I've got a couple of clients that I've been working with specifically in the areas of my detox. Now, Sarah came to me because she really wasn't making good choices. She was really giving in to her cravings. She was reaching for a couple extra glasses of wine at night, Ben and Jerry's, and she knew she wasn't walking her talk or taking very good care of herself. So she decided to do my detox. She loved that it had the structure and that the tonics and the products could go in and do a lot of that heavy lifting to pull the crap out and reverse the damage, like actually heal the damage that had been done from the sugar and the alcohol. And in the process, what happened was there was a serious illness in the family. And so she ended up having to adjust her life so that she could go support someone else during their time of crisis. And she noticed that in that time, how grateful she was to have had my detox there to support her, because it gave her something to focus on for her own self-care. Because she said, there's no doubt in my mind, Nikki, had I not been on your detox, my entire self-care routine would have gone completely out of the window. So everything went out of the window, but she was still giving attention to her detox. So the nutrition, the food she was feeding her body, she stayed on track with taking the products when they needed to be taken. So it kept her stress levels down, because that's one of the things that the liver tonic does. It keeps the stress levels down, kept her in a nice healthy eating routine, and really gave her some structure around how she could take care of herself so that she could take care of those that needed her help in a much more profound way. I had another client who I actually just had a conversation with today, who was expressing how leading into the cleanse, she noticed that everything that she'd been doing during the time of COVID and the crisis everything was for everybody else. And as a result, all of her self-care went out the window, right? The exercise, the healthy eating, she was leaning into things like frozen chicken nuggets and top ramen because it was just convenient. And really, the family needed to come together during this time of crisis. And as a result, she didn't have anything for her, right? For her wellness, for that she was doing to really help her. All of her efforts were going towards taking care of the family and what the family needed, and getting through these crazy times. And so she was really talking about not only like her anxiety is gone, her sleep is so peaceful, her energy is so much better, and that she upgraded her nutrition habits significantly. She said, one of the things I really got out of this that was really meaningful to me was I've been so dedicated to everybody else and what everybody else needs that I kind of lost sight of myself. And this gave me the infrastructure to do something for myself. And it was so powerful, and I'm so grateful for that gift. And so it really comes into my attention consistently, whether I'm working with clients in my coaching practice, in my woo-woo coaching practice, where we're really healing those traumatic experiences and the limiting beliefs that keep you in that pattern of not taking care of yourself, or whether it's in my detox when I'm giving you a structure to stay on track with healthy eating, to know exactly what to eat and what to not to eat, so you really have accountability and then to repair that damage. That many people, and maybe this resonates for you, maybe you lose sight of what you actually need and what is supportive for you when you feel like you've got to take care of everybody else, or when life and responsibilities feel almost like way too stressful, or there's a crisis. And it's so easy to go into that automatic mode of putting yourself on the back burner. And what I've seen over and over is that this is actually one of the worst things that you can do, because your ability to navigate that significantly declines, and then there ends up being a bit of a crisis and repair mode after. So you can avoid that crisis and repair mode very easily. And my detox is definitely an incredible way to put the attention back onto you, to keep you in a structure for making really positive food and nutrition habits, and to getting the stress and the inflammation and all the bad stuff out. And I want to just share with you just a few different things a few simple, easy ways that you can start to create some of these habits, so that you have something to lean into when it feels like, whether work is going out of control, there's a family crisis, there's a pandemic and life crisis. So my first suggestion for you is, of course, there's so many things that you can do, right? So we know when we think about self-care, most people think meditation, healthy eating, fitness. There's also things like writing and journaling, or taking a walk in nature. There's so many things that you could possibly do to support you during these times. And so rather than looking at having to do them all or nothing, which a lot of times, and notice in your mindset, are you an all or nothing person, right? If you go in it with the all or nothing, most likely you'll choose nothing. And so when you look at everything, oh my God, I don't have time to eat well, work out, meditate every day, and do my writing. So you'll just throw it all out the window. Instead, just choose one thing that's supportive for you. What is the most supportive for you? Is it your fitness? Is it the healthy eating? Would it be my detox to help get you through that time, to reset your system? Is it meditation? So just decide, what is the one thing that you're going to do for yourself, and commit to doing it every day. And it's so easy. Even if it's a 10-minute walk, or a 10-minute meditation, or eating a healthy lunch, whatever it is, you choose one thing. And then you decide when you're going to do that. Are you going to get up earlier in the morning, and do it first thing in the morning? Are you going to do it on your lunch break? Are you going to do it right after you finish work? Will you do it right before you go to bed? Figure out the infrastructure in your life so that you can actually succeed in this, okay? And then the third thing you're going to do is you're going to set a timeline for how long you're going to do it. And then you're going to assess at the end how supportive that was for you. So whether it's doing it 1 week because you're just so grateful to have committed to yourself for 1 week, or whether it's doing it 3 weeks because you know 3 weeks is what it takes to create a habit. So you set the timeline. Then after you do that, you set your start date, so you know exactly when you're starting, and your end date, so you know exactly when you're ending. And then the final thing is you put the alarm in your phone, and you treat it just as important as if it was a business meeting or a doctor's appointment. So that is my strategy. Those are my suggestions for you in terms of how you can support yourself in a time of crisis. If you're looking to even start anything right now while you're maybe coming off of a crisis, or you just want to support yourself, I suggest just choose one thing. Just get started and just get that clarity around that. Choose it. When are you going to do it? How long are you going to do it for? What day are you starting? What day are you finishing? Set the alarm on your phone, and then assess at the end. So that's my strategy for winning when it comes to creating these new habits around self-care. And if you need some support with that, of course, you can always find me at nikkiharden.com. My Detox is there. You can pick it up. It's super easy and turnkey. You order it just like you would order something off Amazon, only you're going to get top quality and personal care and attention. Imagine that. And or if you need some support really in the deeper healing, because these times have really brought forward some opportunities for you to heal the trauma and the limiting beliefs and create new habits and set a new trajectory for your life, I can do that for you with a coaching call. So you can book a coaching call on my website again, nikkiharden.com, and I send you the most luck and the most love and blessings for a powerful transformational time. Cheers.